Welcome to the first pillar in our framework, mindset. Mindset is like a camera lens. You view and interpret the world around you through that lens. It's also the lens you build your business through, and it filters how you think, plan, and act. If that lens is cloudy or out of focus, say with fear, doubt, ego, perfectionism, it doesn't matter what tools you are using to build your business, they will only take you so far. But what if you could make sure the lens is crystal clear? How would that help you level up? Let's dive into mindset. Too many people completely ignore their own mindset. They shut it off. They think it's not important or irrelevant. Others have the opinion that mindset, mindfulness, and intentional thinking are silly, fluffy, magical thinking, or a waste of time. They don't realize that understanding how your mind is working, either for you or against you, that is one of the greatest hacks life has to offer. There's nothing magical about it. It's logic, science, rationality, and reasoning, intelligence with a little intention. This is, in a nutshell, thinking about thinking, also called metacognition. Metacognition is a shortcut to success, and it's a crazy brain hack when it comes to developing your own business, because business, like life, isn't about one win or one big moment. It is a lifetime of leveling up and a series of ups and downs. You'll never escape challenges, but you can choose to become consistent in the way you think, respond, adapt, and lead, rather than allowing it to get the better of you. Imagine waking up to the same problems, the same pain points, but with a completely different way of approaching them. You're able to stop, you reframe. You see that this giant roadblock ahead of you might shrink significantly if you first use mindset. All of a sudden, you can see a way out of that impossible situation. You're empowered to approach business and challenges in a different way. Metacognition gives you clarity. That's the power of mindset. It doesn't eliminate the hard, but it changes how you show up to it. So how do we show up? Let's open that metacognition door. Let's think about how we are thinking. Let's consciously decide right now what mindset we want to bring to the table. Today, we're going to bring a sense of curiosity, compassion to ourselves, and ownership. In each module, we are going to declare the mindset we're bringing. You're here to evolve, not just as a business owner, but as a leader. So we're going to do this for every module from here on out. Remember, self-awareness and cognitive skills influence decision-making. Metacognition is a series of techniques to think and interpret better. And success isn't a destination, it's a rhythm, and you get to choose the beat. And this all applies to the real world because your thoughts equal your actions, which become habits, and then systems, and then results. So let's dive in. In this module, we open the door to mindset, not as a trendy buzzword, but as the real foundation of everything else you're going to build. If you get this right, every tool, strategy, and skill you learn becomes 10 times more powerful. You'll learn why mindset isn't just a starting point. It's the core engine that drives everything in your business. The mindset section as a whole will debunk myths, reframe success, and give you the power to reset your metacognitive systems. So you are in step 5, overcoming limiting beliefs. Mindset is the unspoken step before every other step. It's woven through how you set goals, how you act, how you pivot, and how you rise. If you've ever ignored mindset in approaching a challenge, I have, and I think everyone has, you are officially at step 5, overcoming limiting beliefs. So our fire point challenge for today, number 1, watch the full module. Number 2 is a journal prompt. Reflect on how your current mindset has shaped your business in terms of wins and losses. Be honest with yourself. Finally, number 3, I want you to hop on social, post about one mindset shift you're committing to. It could be as simple as making mindset a part of your decision process. Mindset plays a role in everything. It's not a goal, it's a system. Mindset is not a one-time fix. It's a loop, a rhythm, and a way of approaching decisions, reactions, mistakes, and wins. In many cases, it's a reaction that you're not even aware of. So mindset isn't just a starting point, it's the core engine that drives everything in your business. Humans don't grow in a straight line. We grow through iteration. We learn the most in the valleys, in the pivots and the recalibrations. Your mindset evolves with you. As you grow, new challenges will arise, and your mindset will need to level up again. That's a good thing. This first step here, really, is understanding that mindset plays a role in everything. It is part of a greater system, how you think, interpret, and make decisions. If you can harness the power of metacognition, mindset can be the secret sauce to some very real success. When you approach your business with intention, you hold yourself accountable. You stop blaming external factors and start creating habits that support sustainable success. That is precisely the start of a shift in mindset. It's where the spark happens. You are no longer waiting for someone to fix it. You figure it out, reflect, and evolve. In the modules to come, all a part of our mindset shift, we'll talk through easy tactics and techniques that you can put to work immediately. Everything is easy to learn. Every single technique can be applied to every challenge you might face as an entrepreneur. That mindset alone puts you light years ahead of 90% of other business owners. You have accepted that your mindset can change how you learn and how you solve problems. You give yourself ownership of that process, and now you can use it with intention. So let's talk about what I call the lifelong leadership loop. You find yourself now in a lifelong loop of stopping, checking that mindset, holding only yourself accountable for the next move, and moving forward with clarity and resolve. Don't think of this mindset work as one more goal to check off. It's going to be a continuum, and we're going to work through some of the most powerful mindset principles in these coming modules. This essentially is a lifetime of becoming the leader who learns from failure, the builder who thinks bigger next time, the owner who doesn't panic when things break, the person that others look at and they say, how did they do that? It's mindset. That's all. That's the secret. And it's not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. If there's one word I want you to take away from this module, it is metacognition, the ability to think about thinking. Remember, metacognition is the act of thinking about your own thinking. It is your ability to observe, analyze, and understand how you learn, make decisions, solve problems, and process information. In other words, metacognition is the awareness and control of your own mental processes. And this is what we're unlocking in our mindset section. In our resources, we have the book Mindset, as well as a podcast, The Mindset Mentor. And in our vault, we have a mindset map worksheet, a mindset reframe tracker, and the resource Self-Talk Rewrites, which is a PDF in the vault. We have some activities for you today as well. The first prompt, since we're in step 5, is overcoming limiting beliefs. Let's declare it to ourselves. I want you to write down one mindset belief you're letting go of and the one you're replacing it with. When have I let a bad mindset stall my progress? What belief would I love to install in my brain permanently? How does the idea of never arriving make me feel? Liberated, uncomfortable? And to apply this week, create a weekly calendar reminder called Mindset Check-in. What am I thinking? How am I using mindset for or against me? How is that thought serving or sabotaging me? Add that to your calendar and make sure you check in, even if it's just 5 minutes a week. And a bonus activity, I want you to find a podcast episode or article on growth mindset. Share one takeaway on social, and don't forget to tag Rose Ember Foundry. Our Fire Point challenges: watch the full module, you are almost there. A journal reflection on how your current mindset has shaped your business wins and losses. Post on social to share one mindset shift you're committing to. So remember, mindset isn't just motivational fluff. It's a muscle and you're about to start lifting. Today you learned that mindset is a lifelong practice, not a checkbox. Metacognition is the key to unlocking abilities you didn't know you had. Mindset, intention plus accountability equals entrepreneurial power. That success comes from who you become, not just what you do. Remember, you're in step 5, overcome limiting beliefs. The next step is to trust the process. But mindset isn't a buzzword. It's the foundation of everything you build. Like a camera lens, it shapes how you see, interpret, and respond to the world around you. And if that lens is cloudy with fear, doubt, or ego, even the best tools won't get you far. But when it's clear, when you're thinking about your thinking, you unlock clarity, adaptability, and power. This is metacognition. It doesn't erase the hard parts of business, it just changes how you show up to meet them. From this moment forward, we're not just learning skills, we're choosing the mindset to lead with. Let's start strong. Bring curiosity, compassion, and ownership. Let's think better and build smarter. Be grateful that you're doing this work, the real work. Most people skip it. You haven't. And it's going to change everything. You're not just building a business. You're building the kind of mindset that can handle anything and lead everything.